What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking in from Volcano Bay at the Universal Orlando Resort. And of course, we're going to start out over here at Aventura and check out all of the progress on the hotel here. We can see the elevator towers starting to rise into the air, and there's a whole bunch of support columns around the side as well. And this right here is what we believe is going to be the very center, the heart of Aventura there. And behind it, there's another elevator right there. Lots of rebar sticking out, another elevator shaft right there, and a whole bunch of equipment and vehicles still on site. Parking garage looks pretty good, just about complete, I would think. And then over here off to the side, we can see that route for the buses and all the trees and landscaping that's going on in the center of the retention pond area. All the guardrails are in, paint on the road. And then this is where we're, of course, going to be picking up people and dropping them off for Volcano Bay. The depot looks pretty good. All the thatch is on there. There's a whole mess of people all over the site as well. But so far, everything is looking pretty good. Alright, time for a view of Volcano Bay, but of course we're going to start out over here at Cabana Bay with this tower. This is the one that's open. Not all floors are open just yet, but they provide an amazing view of this thing. The volcano itself, which we can see as we zoom in. Water is on for that crazy drop slide. And it's flowing pretty good too. It goes all the way down and then hidden inside the volcano. The rest of the area looks pretty good. We do have a new sail right here. Doesn't have the tarp on it just yet. All the landscaping looking pretty good. Over here, some of the smaller slides. All the theming is pretty much wrapping up right now. Lights. And you can see just how many construction workers are on site right now. The rush is on to get it finished. Wave pool. No water in it just yet. We have seen water from time to time, but it is drained currently. The picnic pavilion looks pretty good. Just about wrapped up. Over here at the tower slide. Looks like we have some crews up on top. Kids area is looking good with some of the neat decorations. There's a fish right there. Water coaster. Looks very, very nice as well. Lots and lots of details going in. Right at the last push, guys. And as we zoom in over here, we can see that water coaster, sail, crews going up the stairway up the volcano. Looking good. Back over to Aventura now. Check out all those tower cranes. And another view from another angle of the heart of Aventura. And you can get a reference as to just how tall those are with the guy that was on the scaffolding there. And then over here, that other elevator, as we zoom in, you can see they are starting to build higher and higher. They're probably about 50, 60 feet in the air right now, I would think. And like I said, parking garage is just about done. And of course, we are still doing more training for the buses that are going to be taking guests over to Volcano Bay. That one, though, said team members, so maybe it's just a drop-off. And then check it out. And this is all starting to fill in. And I'm thinking over the next couple of years, it's going to look really nice. Drop-off depot over here. Better look. and all the way down. Again, just tons of vehicles and equipment. Now over here at the entrance, just look at the amount of landscaping. We used to be able to see everything really, really well. Now everything is pretty much hidden. Still a little bit of thatch going on in one of the tops of the buildings there. It's a jungle. Little bit closer view now of the other Cabana Bay tower, and this one is not open just yet, but we can see all sorts of furniture inside. Lights are on, bed is made, just need the gas. And then back over here at the front entrance, we can see more work on those buildings, and of course the pathway right here that has all the posts and lighting on the ground. Alright, back over to Cabana Bay and Volcano Bay. A view from far, again, of that Cabana Bay tower. But enough of that. Let's get back to the park. Over here at the main food service area, everything looks like it's done. I mean, we have all the paint, all the decorations. Everything looks good. Way back over here, we of course have the cabanas. Pretty much hidden. And remember, we used to be able to see the freeway pretty well. Now we're only seeing the tops of semis. More decorations all over. Again, that sail here. It rises pretty tall into the air. And then again, those little drop slides over here that drop you into the pools. Wrapping up. So I'm thinking we are pretty close, guys. I mean, I think honestly, we're going to be done by the time it opens. Now, back over to this crazy wave slide. We know that they have done some modifications to it. In fact, there's some crews right there still working on it. But they had to make it a little bit wider. Now, if you remember our water slide testing video, rafts were getting a little bit close to the edge. And I think they wanted to make sure nothing was going to happen. So they've replaced a couple of those slide pieces. And there are the cranes that were used to replace them. Complex is looking pretty good. We do have some workers up at the top with a raft. I don't think we're going to see any testing today, though. We'll see. A little bit closer view now, again, of the wave slide. And as we zoom up, we can see that raft again with all the workers up there. And I'm thinking they're going to do some very extensive testing here over the next couple days, since we are less than a week away from opening. Guys down there still cutting some of the pieces, it looks like, to make sure everything is all good with the slide. And that lift in the air as well. As we zoom in, there's some of the new pieces and modifications done to the slide. And then up at the top, see, those are the misters that provide lubrication. I think they're going to extend down as well, but that's going to do it, at least for this wave slide. Over here, though, the lazy river is still not filled. It's a little bit scary, but I think they're going to make it. Lots of landscaping over here again, but that's going to do it. Here's a neat view of the cabanas that are going up right next to the wave slide. And this is pretty close to Wallace Road, actually. So hopefully we have a whole bunch of landscaping that's going to be going in soon. It does appear we have found the solution for Volcano Bay's wall that goes along the road here, all the way down and all the way down that way. We have some vines. And it looks like they're going to intertwine those inside the fencing. and extend it all the way down. I see a TapuTapu band. So they're doing all sorts of testing with that, it looks like, today. And just like that, in the span of about 3 minutes, we now have pretty much a full queue for the tower slides. Well guys, that is going to do it for another Volcano Bay construction update, and this is going to be our last one before the park opens. It's a race, and I hope they're going to be able to finish it, as there's still a lot of stuff going on around the park. But we got people riding slides right here, like on this tower slide, so that's good news. We will have a final tour and review video from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.